So I just wanted to say, you know how like there's many of us who's claiming to be the bride of Christ, and obviously we're the Lulu in the head. But one thing I wanted to say is that I feel like Jesus' bride would be unbearing. Like she wouldn't be able to birth kids from other men if she's Jesus' bride. Because then Jesus would be jealous or would be connected to somebody else. If let's say he does have a bride. So Jesus' bride is unbarren. She can't really get pregnant. And the fact that there's some who claim to be bride of Christ, I actually don't mind because I'm fascinated by this whole thing about bride of Christ, and I believe I'm one of Jesus' bride of Christ, where I'm, like where we all think like, oh, I'm the chosen one, like we're deluded in the head. So I'm in that club too. So don't mind me. But one thing I feel like is that in my sense is that I've been where I hold at times. 2019 when I lost my virginity and 2020. That's when it was my whole phase of the hookup culture that we live in, and I never got pregnant and I had unprotected sex. So I feel like I'm unbarren, and that's what. Um, I just want to say, how can you like the ones who also claim to be bride of Christ, which I don't mind because I'm fascinated by all the stories, with also mine's also too, where we all have our cuckoo delulu stories. But how can you already have kids or have a husband or something and say you're the bride of Christ? Like that just doesn't make sense. Jesus wouldn't pick somebody who would already be already spoken for. So yeah, so it's basically, even though I'm not spoken for. I'm not like, I don't have kids. I don't have a husband, and now I'm trying to change my, like, for the better for Jesus, but it's gonna be a long road to get there. But I want to make myself ready as the bride of Christ for Jesus, and so that way Jesus can come back and we can make offsprings. I just kidding, in New Jerusalem, so that way they'll bring back Israel back to God. And yeah, because I had a supernatural incident when I was little, and I was raised Catholic. And this was in Hawaii when I had that supernatural incident where I thought I saw Jesus. And no joke, that's basically a supernatural incident that I experienced when I was little. And I don't know if they said I have faith. I know I keep repeating this, but I always wonder what that experience or supernatural incident was. And now I'm connecting it to being that I'm the bride of Christ. Because I'm full of sin or the ways of the flesh of the world right now, but I'm also innocent in my own ways, but also where I need Jesus, and Jesus, can be my bridegroom. Or when I'm a plain Jane, but I do think I have, somewhat pretty eyes or something, kind of scary eyes too. But but yeah, but I feel like I'm the bride of Christ, and I know we have other candidates who are more than or less than. I feel like I'm in the middle of all the whirlwind of all the brides of Christ, of all of us that's the Lulu in the head. But I feel like the bride of Christ will be unbarren. And I feel like there's an importance about the name with the M and J, since Jesus' name starts with a J. Mine's one starts with the M. My name's Megan. And you wouldn't think, we have to realize God is smart and wise, and we had to be fearful of God. I'm not really good with the Bible and stuff. I found Jesus like this year because I had a breakthrough with my twin sister, because I kept going back and forth with my liberal. I don't want to say I'm a liberal, but my twin sister likes to insult me that I'm a liberal. But like I kept being always leaned towards new age spirituality, and that's not good. You know, like astrology, and I'm a Virgo and born in September, but etc. But I just feel like God is smart that He wouldn't pick somebody that's the most beautiful to marry Jesus. He would pick somebody who's of the world, but who Jesus can practice what He preaches, and who's a plain Jane. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so and my name starts with M. I'm Samoan white mix, etc. I can get tan if I know that's like superficial. Like, what the heck am I saying? I know there's people eye rolling, but I feel like I have like where I have turmoils, tormented of intrusive thoughts about everything and about sins and about the devil and the death and God and everything. And I feel like I don't eat pork or seafood. Um, what else? What else is there to say? But also, I am fascinated by this topic of Bride of Jesus Christ, and it makes me feel like I'm could be the one that is. But there's so many of us that's out here on YouTube and TikTok and stuff who thinks we're the Bride of Christ. So who knows until it's known. So yeah, peace. Shaka. Oh, also I was raised Catholic, but I have some family members where I went to the church Seventh-day Adventist, and I went to one church. Well, basically Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I'm Polynesian mix, so Polynesian Catholic. And when I had that supernatural incident, it was in Hawaii, in Honolulu, Kalihi. When I had a supernatural incident, with Jesus. So yeah. And what else? I'm a twin. I'm a 2 minute older twin with my twin sister. What else? I feel like I don't know. This is intrusive thoughts. That's why. Oh yeah, I'm also schizophrenic. I had to go to the mental facility a lot of times, and I went this year in 2024 in January and in June or July. No, July, as well as July, because I kept thinking the game was being started, and I was getting paranoid about NASA and about Mark Zuckerberg and the underbunkers and the aliens, and heaven, earth, hell, and everything. I also had my first episode in 2017. I think around April or May, and then I got out the mental facility in June. Then I went back and forth at times where I wasn't in the mental facility, and then I was. That's why I'm also on SSI, Social Security, government assistance, and food stamps and stuff. So I feel like God is smart. And this path that is of mine's, I gotta realize it's mine's to figure out if I am or if I'm not. Then it is. Because it's a big role to be Jesus' bride. Because then I would also have to go with Jesus when he has to do all these trips and help everybody out with his miracles and whatnot. And I'm lazy at reading the Bible sometimes, but that's why I like to sing it. I like to sing it with some beats on the background, so that way I can get through reading the Bible when it gets boring. But I do like reading Psalms. So yeah. And what else? I like to sing tunes. That's one of my hobbies I like to do. And sometimes I like to make jokes when I talk to the voices. But sometimes they make me cry. The voices, they make me either cry hysterically or laugh hysterically. That's what they put me through. So, and I thought the game was being started like a couple times with the aliens and in the hospital. That's where the aliens can control is the hospital, because you know how COVID-19 coronavirus 2020 year 2020, I think that was the beginning of something. that we don't know of in the forefront, and that basically it could be aliens, could be something, who knows? But yeah, I would say I am really, ugly. But I also feel like I can be cute sometimes and adorable or whatever, but also ugly, So I already know I'm a plain Jane ugly, but I do feel like I have nice eyes. I kind of have green when it goes into the sunshine. When it burns my eyes, it turns green. But I actually have brown, hazel, or brown green eyes. So yeah, and I feel like I don't want to basically say this, but this is one of my intrusive thoughts. But I feel like Mary is not Mary the mother. I don't know if it's Mary Magdalene. I didn't even know there was two Marys that Jesus knew. See, I don't even know much about the Bible, and you would think the person who's the bride of Christ would know everything about the Bible. I'm just more of narcissistic, and if I feel like I'm something, I'm gonna read up on it, something, everything that's about that something. So I'm reading up on a lot of bride of the Christ, bride of Christ, bride of Jesus Christ. But I feel like Mary is jealous of me or something, or I don't know, because I'm the bride of Christ. I don't know. I'm so delulu. So my bad, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm working at Target as a cashier. I don't really do much. I usually just stay home. I'm a night owl. I'm a 1992 born. I'm a millennial. Yeah. I was born in American Samoa, and I feel like Samoa plays a big part, an important part to why I'm the chosen one. So, and the Fa Samoa way and the culture of my people and my family, and my last name, etc. Because I'm Samoan white mix. So yeah, I have a lot of European bloods, but I'm mostly Polynesian. I'm mostly Samoan Norwegian, I think, Samoan white mix. I don't know my white side. I just know my Samoan family and being American. So yeah, I was raised in California, Sacramento, California, West Coast, and also Hawaii, and American Samoa, and a tiny bit Alaska. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say say why I feel like I'm deluded in the head and why I think I'm the bride of Christ. So I live with my family, etc. I'm shy, but I'm also talkative when I get nervous, etc. I ramble, but I'm also can be quiet. I do feel like I'm narcissistic because I'm always too much of myself or whatever and all that, selfish, whatnot. But I'm also caring and I feel, I don't know, but yeah, peace, shaka.